In today's video, I'm going to show you what's going on in the stock market and talk about why there is so much red in the markets and where we could be going into this week with the stocks. So without any more intro, we're going to get into the weekly on the S&P 500, which to me, in my opinion, does kind of run the stock market. And as you can see, we're in a little bit of a pattern right here. And even coming back from this low back here, it's an horizon wedge and it could break down from here, especially on low volatility and losing your RSI on the weekly. And when we jump down to the 4-day, again, zero volatility. And it does have a little bit of potential hidden bullish divergence never mind. But it does potentially have bullish divergence right here. Not hidden though. And when we check out the 3-day, we got a fresh cross to the downside with zero volatility. So we could be seeing a big spike up in UVIX, which is the volatility index in SPY. And so if we have a big move down, this one's going to have a big move up. And so definitely one to watch for, but it would be very risky to trade on any type of 2x leverage. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just talking about the charts and hopefully entertaining you while I do it. And so anyway, we'll jump back into the S&P and on the lower time frames, as you can see, we are at the 6-hour 200 simple moving average. So it may go sideways a little bit right here just based off of that. And then when we do look at the 1 hour, it looks like maybe followed through. So definitely one to watch for going into this week. But we've been looking at this one for a while off of the monthly and saying that we could potentially go down based off this bearish divergence. So definitely playing out a little bit. And the biggest loser today is going to be Robinhood. And basically going straight down off of this 6-hour that came in at about $65 and now down to $40. So big moves in this one. About 30% down in 6 days. So huge moves happening right now. And Coinbase is very similar to Robinhood, as if you would have got in on this 6-hour right here, you'd be down, or you'd be up 30% if you were shorting. But yeah, shorting's very risky. And then Shopify also looking very angled to the downside right here. Probably going down to 86 eventually. But yeah, bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. And so it is playing out now. And Tesla making the biggest moves for real over the past 2 days. And, we had this painted out right here 2 or 3 days ago that this could be a bear flag. And we are getting to see some follow through on that. But it probably does bounce up at around $300. As we can check out the lower time frames and get a better idea of what's going on. And as you can see, we're low down on our indicator right here, and so it probably does pop up at 300 for a little bit of a relief rally. But yeah, looking at the monthly, it's finally playing out that bearish divergence a little bit. And Bitcoin as well. All the crypto people were hyped up talking about a million a coin, 200K a coin. All those people are gone now. And now they're, who knows? They're down bad. But if you were watching us and sticking with us, you knew what was going to happen. And so, yeah, I'll leave y'all with that. But anyway, it's definitely looking like downward pressure still, as the daily has zero volatility, and we're not even at the 200 daily moving average. And when you get below your 200 day, that's when a big move can happen, like right here, and we're not even there yet. So, definitely looking like 20K is more likely than 200K right now. And Reddit stock, this is going to be one back in right here. We started doing videos about it, saying it was looking pretty good. And, we did call that it was looking pretty toppy. And wow, what a move Reddit has had, as it's down 30%. So the stocks that were doing good are going down, and the stocks that were going down are doing even worse, like Ethereum, as it rejected the daily 21 yesterday at zero volatility, which we had been looking at, and probably does come on down to 2100. Might pop back up a little bit to 25, and then it's going to fill it out more than likely, based off this monthly bearish divergence. And then nvda stock, everyone's favorite computer company. And big believer in their computers, but once your stock runs up super high like this, kind of like Tesla last cycle, you have a lot of downs. So it probably doesn't go lower than $11, but you could definitely get down to $30-$40 over time in this one. But yeah, nvidia's been the best stock you pretty much could have been in since 2019. One of my bigger regrets in not crypto, but just trading stocks in general, is I started in 2019 in April, and man, if I'd have just been trading nvidia, I'd be doing a lot better. But lessons learned in life, I guess. And Netflix, again, this is one, like, if you would have just bought in 2011 when everybody was getting in on it, you would have made a lot of money. But who knows? Somebody did, but it wasn't me. And Netflix looking like it could come on down on the daily. And we'll take a closer look at nvda, actually, as it got a fresh weekly rejection, and so we're going to see what the daily looks like. Definitely some room to the downside on my indicator right here. She's loading. Okay, the 6 hour does look like it could maybe pop back up right here, but we look at the 1 hour, definitely looks like lower highs, lower high, lower high. So maybe it could pop back up and put in another lower high. And we'll check out Amazon, as it's a pretty good stock over the long term, and it did reach all-time highs this cycle, so that's pretty good for Amazon. But their RSI never made all-time highs, so when that happens, you then put in bearish divergence. So could we be seeing a Bezos sell-off to build more rocket ships and set in new lows? Time will tell. But looking at the daily, we are close to the 200-day moving average, and that's coming in at around 197. So does kind of look at when you look at all stocks that we might could go down today and then a rebound tomorrow, but highly speculative. But markets don't usually go straight down forever. So looking at AMD on the monthly, we are definitely way down on the monthly, and when we look at weekly RSI, we are now below the 200-day moving average on the weekly. And as you can see, this is where big moves can go down, kind of like right here, and right here and here. So definitely a time where you can really break down as you don't have support like you used to. And looking at Google, honestly, I don't see how this stock could ever go down because it's got YouTube in it, but it does, and other markets kind of drag it down. But monthly bearish divergence on Google stock, so see how that shakes out. And then when we look at the daily, we are at the daily 200, so a lot of times it does bounce, and but it could be the big breakdown point like right here and right here. So definitely at critical times in the stock market. And QQQ, could put in monthly bearish divergence right here if this is a top. And does have 2-week bearish divergence. And looking like the daily 200 is at 491. Could be a pretty good rebound region. And we can check out gold, as it's getting pretty hyped up out there, as people are talking about buying gold a lot on Reddit, and buying it with their Robinhood card from Costco and getting it on a discount or whatever. But you could do that, or you could just buy the dip. You could have just bought it in 2015 off the 6-month, and not worry about all those discounts and just hold. So or if you were lucky, you could have bought in 2001 at 260 and then sold at 2000. So insane number right there. But when we do look at gold on the 12-month, I was looking at this yesterday. My indicator right here can go all the way up, the green and purple. And where we're at right now, at the same level it was 2008, which would have put you somewhere around $800 in gold before it ran it all the way up to 2000. So we could see a double in up to 6K gold over the next few years, and I could definitely see that happening. But there is a lot of talk out there about, is there a gold reserve or not? So definitely could be seeing some volatility on this based off the news. And not a big fan of trading off the news, but we do have daily bearish divergence, so probably does pull back with the rest of the stocks. And here we have Microsoft, definitely looking like it's ready to go at any minute on the monthly volatility. As last time we got this low, it was right here before the mega rally back in 2011. So could we see the mega pullback down to 120 in Microsoft? Probably not that low, as it would probably put in a higher low, but could definitely come down to 300. Then we check out the lower time frames. Definitely looks like followed through to the downside. Shocking. And Chipotle, everyone's favorite mediocre burritos. I'm not a fan of them, but I don't know. monthly bearish divergence. So yeah, people probably don't have money for big money burritos if the economy goes down. Probably make their own, but who knows? Very speculative with Chipotle, but Visa probably should be one of the best stocks of all time, as all payments are processed with them, or most. But yeah, I don't know. Looking at the daily, probably is pulling back. But this one's kind of like Costco. I don't see how it could go down much when you have that much good stuff going for it. But, anything's possible in the stock market. And Caterpillar, again, this one's like, I don't know if you've ever had any heavy equipment or been around them, but Caterpillar is the best. And even talked to some experts, and they agreed that any other ones are just make it harder to do your job. So definitely a competitive advantage in this one, as you can see. All the way back to the 90s, it's just went, big move up, big move down, bigger move up. So, but monthly bearish divergence does probably pull it back. As if the economy goes down, you're probably not going to buy $1 million tractor or backhoe. And same thing with John Deere. They're the next best thing, and probably do have a better lawnmower if Caterpillar even makes a lawnmower. But yeah, back in the 90s, same kind of thing. So, but these two are a good one to watch as the rotations happen in the markets. And I would kind of put it in the category of like Costco, Caterpillar, and John Deere is like one of the better ones just in general. Not necessarily a technology stock, but oh my goodness, if you have been to Costco recently, it is truly insane in there, the amount of money flow that's going in to these stores. As we went in last week, couldn't even get to what we needed because there were so many people. Parking lot was slammed. So any pullback is just funny to me because, yeah, crazy how good they've been doing. And it's hard to compete with somebody when they have the cheapest prices and the best stuff. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments down below if Costco was popping in your area. But yeah, about to get a fresh daily cross eventually. And we check out the 6 hour, we are very close. And if we put on candlestick charts, we can see we've already got it. So probably does run it up right here. But time will tell. And we can check out Walmart. Walmart's looking a little bit of the. I had this parabolic uptrend drawn in right here, and wouldn't you know, we wicked down right to it. So wow, probably doesn't happen very often like that, but every now and then you get lucky, I guess. Which this was pure luck, really. I didn't think it would actually bounce right there. And last but not least, we can check out Home Depot. Home Depot looking like it could cross back up. Yeah, we'll take a look at Tesla. We'll go down to the lower time frames here, see what's really going on. And yeah, looking not so good. Yeah, probably does get down. Okay, we did get down to 300, so could pop it back up right here, maybe go sideways. But the main thing to keep in mind is probably going to be the S&P, as it looks like it's headed down. But with that, thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and help me grow this. And thank y'all. I hope y'all have a great day.